This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not being reprimanded by traffic cops, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Here's the bad news. You can catch the flu and COVID at the same time.
At the same time?
But the good news, you can get vaccinated for
Reprimanded by traffic cops.
at the same time.
At the same time?
It's safe, convenient, and a wonderful way to protect yourself and everyone you care about. We're stronger when we're all protected. Visit vaccines.gov to find COVID and flu vaccines near you.
Hi, it's your favorite Rainier Avenue Radio host for the Live Show. It's Queen Bree
and Robin T.
Our show is live every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with topics ranging from life on the farm, health and wellness, and race and social justice.
We feature guests each week with expertise in activism, entrepreneurship, healing, and food justice.
So come join your girls live every Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Clean Greens Living Live Show. You can even call in and be a part of the show. See you then.
What's on your heart? Are you exhausted at the lack of progress for people of color in business, politics, and life? This is Cindy Bright, the host of Heartbeat Radio. Each week, we explore this heart condition of the country that is affecting you and me. We have real conversations about what's necessary for change. It's time to change this dialogue. Will you join this Heartbeat weekly Wednesdays at 7 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio?
And welcome to our live studio audience for another exciting edition of Did You Know? And here we go with round one. Did you know?
The COVID vaccine is free and easy to get. You don't need insurance or an appointment to get your vaccine. Vaccines are available at many locations near you.
And now we're going to double the value. Did you know?
Stafford lit a tough Arizona.
It's always free of cost.
Okay.
You can visit pharmacies, community health centers,
You
and
hear
other
that, Dan?
providers in your neighborhood.
Okay, there you go.
And now for the lightning round. Did
Oh, yeah, the clock.
you know?
Delta variant of COVID is a mutation that has
Where's the time?
Coming.
twice as contagious.
Then for our finale. Did you know?
The best way to protect yourself from the COVID Delta variant is to
Okay,
get
that way I
fully
could see.
vaccinated. Get your vaccine
Did
today.
I answer the question he had?
He
County.gov.
has not answered that question.
Did you know?
No, you can't get enough of Rainier Avenue Radio.
Got what?
Ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y maharlika. Likas sa aking puso at hikain kay ganda.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Saan man po kayo naroroon? Ito na naman po ang Fil-Am Radyo, broadcasting live every Tuesday afternoon from 1 to 2:30 Seattle time po yan through the magic of the StreamYard and the facilities of Rainier Avenue Radio.world dito po sa Seattle, Washington State, USA. Ako po si Kuya Bert Caoili at ang aking co-host na nasa Australia, ang magandang... Go ahead, Miles.
Good afternoon, Kuya Bert. Good afternoon, Norb. Good afternoon, Daniel. Good morning, Philippines and Australia. Ito po si Miles Salvador. Kayo po ay nanonood sa Fil-Am Radio Show dito po sa Rainier Avenue Radio.org sa Seattle, Washington, USA. Kaya samahan niyo po kami ngayon. Salamat po.
At ngayong broadcast na ito, katabi ko ngayon si Norbert kasi today the Seahawks are playing. Yeah, we're playing. And we want to make sure that we don't miss the broadcast and the Seahawks game.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're here. That's why we're here together in my studio, because we're going to be not just talking about our show together today, but immediately afterwards at 4:00 Seattle time, the Seahawks are playing a strange Tuesday night game. A very important game against their rival Los Angeles Rams.
Anyway, yung ating Fil-Am Radyo po, ang medium of broadcast natin is Tagalog, English, or Taglish. Sabi nga, para daw yung our English-speaking agents will be able to understand our show. So for now, just relax and enjoy our show. We have a very special guest, talented, multi-talented guest. And we'll let him in after we do our prayer, which many of you know that our program always starts with a prayer and close with a prayer. So, samahan niyo po ako, sabayan niyo po ako. Let's bow our head. Ama namin, purihin ang iyong pangalan. Bagamat po di kami karapat-dapat, ay nangahas kaming sumamo sa inyo na basbasan po ninyo ang aming mga pamilya, mga kaibigan at lahat ng tumatangkilik sa aming programa ngayong hapon. Kaawaan niyo po mga kapatid namin na may mga karamdaman na pagkalooban na madaling paggaling o ng kaginhawahan. Kaawaan din niyo po ang mga kapatid naming naliligaw na nas, pinagharian ng mainit na simbuyo at kataasan na pagkalooban ng maliwanag na isip at kahinahunan upang magsipagbalik loob sa inyo. Maghari nawa sa lahat ng tao ang mabuting pagsasamahan, kababaang loob at kapayapaan ngayon at magpakailan paman. Siya nawa. Amen. And Miles, before we play the opening song, because the opening song is gonna be sang also by our special guest, let's welcome Caz. C-A-Z, Caz. Ayan, multi-radio personality, singer. And with his presence, then we're gonna play the opening song. So go ahead, Miles.
God, singing. Helpless. Helpless by God.
Sun is up, it's up out of bed. Time for a brand new day. The day before dreams, day before chores. If only you have your way. You wouldn't be working, slaving and driving just to make ends meet. Someone at first said give you a break, but why must it be me? Cause I am helpless. Keep coming back. Helpless. Keep coming back. Helpless. Keep coming back. Helpless. I ask you, why do you think of life? You go through the day, working at most when you know that you're not there. Thinking of something, thinking of someone, your mind is in the air. You've been moving your life, how it's not right. Time to make a change. What are you waiting for? Get some action. Time to have your way, cause you're not helpless. Keep coming back. Helpless. Keep coming back. You're not helpless. Keep coming back. Are you helpless? I ask you, what do you think of life? Remember you're a child of the universe. And no soul has to suffer. There is light at the end of the tunnel. Listen to the child, change into the world. So what have you learned after opening your mind to concepts that are new? They may be new to you, but all the stuff, you know what you have to do. You gotta live your life the way you want, cause it's yours and no one else. Yes, respect is food for your soul. Prepare what you must stand, cause you're not helpless. Keep coming back. Are you helpless? Keep coming back. You're no helpless. Keep coming back. Never helpless. Can I ask you, why do you think of life? You're not helpless. Thank you, thank you. I'm so
Yes, I'm helpless, not hopeless. Helpless by Caz. CA said. Good morning, Caz.
Good morning, Kuya Bert. Good morning, Miles. Actually, good afternoon na because it's 1 p.m. over there and it's 5 a.m. here.
So you are Cass, you right now you are in the Philippines, right?
Yes, I am in the Philippines, so I have to get used to calling you guys greeting you guys good afternoon because it's here.
But I was gonna say, where are you right now? Because I'm so disturbed by this Odette. The typhoon Odette has really done
I know.
havoc.
My heart goes out to everyone who was affected. I'm in Manila. I'm in the city, so rather far from where it all happened. But nonetheless, it does not discount the damage that has been done, and also prayers and sent out in any way or form that you can help will always be welcome.
Yeah, I think that will be a good gesture. And hopefully, a lot of our Filipino American organizations are also tracking this. I would say the devastation that Typhoon Odette. You know, when they name a typhoon, for a woman, it's really bad. I mean, it's really strong. It's not our.
I think they normally always do name hurricanes after females, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it?
I'm not so
I
sure.
don't know, but this is a bad one though. So
yeah, that's a bad one. For a while there, Miles was very worried about the possible internet problem that Cass would have. She was really worried.
What's going on? But it's a good thing that they were able to fix it ASAP or as soon as they could. But we were not the only ones in the street who were affected. So almost everyone was some sort of system glitch. But we're back online and we're doing this, and so yeah.
I know he looks good, sounds good, so the show goes on.
Well, we are very honored that.
As long as I do not turn into SpongeBob or something.
Like I said in my reply to your bio, you do have a very interesting bio. How you were able to get into where you are now. Boy, I tell you, you started, for example, listening to all of these songs from Mario Lanza to Martin Rivera, and all of a sudden here you are. You attended school, where's that school? Are you a Savior School?
Yeah, Savior School.
Now tell us more about how you got into this, I would say, show business or whatever you have, your singing talent, your radio personality. Tell us a little, and we'll be interrupting you once in a while anyway, because. Go ahead.
I guess. From the early onset, whether I was aware of it or not, I've always gravitated towards music, and my mom and my sisters would always joke me. She said, "Alam mo nung bata ka pa, music na talaga ang nasa dugo mo." I said, "Why? What made you say that?" Kasi nung maliit ka, they said I would prop myself on top of the chair facing the organ at the house, and I would put this big headset on, and the end of the cord where you plug the headset into the organ, I would use that, like this one, as a mic. And I would do that.
Oh.
So whether there was music or not, they said that I would always do that. So they said that, is that a sign that you have always loved music? Perhaps. And then it also helped that my mom would listen to different forms of music, as you said, Mario Lanza. My father would listen to Perry Como, and then with Johnny Mathis. And then my sisters would have their own musical input. They would be listening to Burt Bacharach. They'd be listening to Barbra Streisand. So I would be getting so many musical inputs from different areas and different forms of music as well, different genres to be exact. And I guess that was a kind of informal music upbringing that I had. And then up until when I discovered, my own kind of music that I liked, which was Martin Rivera, I surprised myself that I actually could sing, and I wanted to sound like him. I wanted to have a career like him. Of course, that goes without saying that I wanted to meet him, but that has happened only once, when I had a CD of his autographed, because a friend of mine knew him personally, and he said, "Hey, I'm here in Green Hills. I'm having coffee with Martin, and he's flying off to the U.S. the week after. He's got his Vegas residency, and if you're in the area, just drop by and say hi." Said, "What do you mean say hi? I'm gonna have a CD autograph. I'm gonna have a photo taken. So hindi lang ako magsasay hi, makikigulo ako." But so that was that. And then in high school, I was part of the high school glee club. I was there for about 3 years. And I didn't hold any specific position in the glee club. I was just happy being a member. Whether I was an officer or not, okay lang. The mere fact that I was part of a group that liked to sing and who would sing during recess in the hallway, because the hallway has wonderful acoustics and the echo is perfect. It was that to have your own kind of community and to be with like-minded people. Moving forward, I discovered the music of Luther Vandross, and that also changed so many things for me. It added a little bit more depth to what I liked listening to, and then Broadway came in. So many things. Auditioned for Miss Saigon, or maybe I should not have said that.
No, actually, you were in the OPM, like you said. You loved Martin Rivera and all.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the song, Martin, Pain, that kind of
Pain.
brought you to stardom.
Oh God, maybe not exactly stardom, but it gave me a sense of how it feels to be on stage, how it feels to perform live, and to look at the stage in front of and look at an audience of more than I guess at that time more than 100 people. So that was my taste of how it is to be up there on stage. How I felt my teeth would chatter. I was like, before the show went on. But when I'm there, I got surprised. Like, I'm actually comfortable here. Like, I'm not as nervous as I thought I was prior to singing. And then, God willing, I won that year's music fest by singing Martin Rivera's Pain. So I don't remember if I told Martin that when I told him, but I know I said so much, but I don't remember saying that. So if ever I meet Martin again, I'll tell him, you know what, Martin, I have so much to thank for, and one of that will be your song.
Oh yeah,
Caz, how old were you when you had that moment on stage singing his song?
That was my senior year. I was
of high
16.
school?
Yeah, high school.
Oh, okay.
16. No! I mean,
a short while ago.
Yeah. Looking at the photo the video that you guys were that you guys shared with me singing that song, I was like, okay, that just reminded me to lessen my intake of carbs, lessen my intake of pastries and junk food.
It's so hard to do, though.
Oh yeah, especially during Christmas, especially when people give you so many stuff that they bake, that they cook. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna say no to that.
Oh yeah, Cass, you mentioned that wonderful word Christmas. So let's take a break from your bio and all your experiences, and let's greet everybody a very Merry Christmas. We won't be greeting the New Year yet because there's still a broadcast next week in
Right.
time for the New Year. So maybe at this time, let's take a few minutes to greet our friends. We'll start with you, Cass. Maybe you have some friends, relatives, whatever, family. Greet them so you could greet them advance Merry Christmas. Then Miles can do the same thing, and then Norbert and I will do the rest. Go ahead, Cass.
Oh, all right. Wow, I get to do this first. But yeah. It's really my own personal greeting to so many people, to everyone watching the show right now, of course, to you, Kuya Bert, to you, Miles, and to you, Norbert. I feel that Christmas is also a time to say thank you. So thank you to you, and thank you to the show. Thank you to people watching the show, and also to members of my own family, my own friends, people in the business, Miss Joanne Lorenzana.
Oh, yes. She's wonderful.
Yeah, she is. She is.
You have relatives in Seattle or somewhere in the United States?
No, I don't. Everyone has moved back here. So yeah. Well, I do have some friends out in California, and some friends also in San Francisco, and some friends over in the East Coast. But
and Australia, also.
Australia, I got a good friend in Perth. Yeah. So yeah, I was asking Miles how what was the time difference between here and Australia. She said 2 hours. So the sun has already set. I mean, has already been up there in Miles' area for the past 2 hours, and here it's still not.
Okay, Miles, this is your opportunity to say Merry Christmas and greet all your friends. You know, it's a festive time of the year. And the start of winter here in the United States. So, yeah, it's malamig na. Go ahead, Miles. Uh-oh. I think Miles is muted.
Go ahead, Miles.
Yeah.
Oh, it's late.
Uh-oh. I think Miles is muted.
Hello.
Go ahead, Miles.
Yeah.
We can hear
Okay.
you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Okay. I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, to all my friends and families all over the world, and to all our listeners who are all over the world. If I mention everybody, we will be here forever. Yeah, I love you all and stay safe, everyone. Yeah. And
Thank
of
you,
course,
Miles.
to Bert and Danielle and Norbert and family and Auntie Shoni. Yeah. Monica and family, everybody there. Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Miles. Norbert, it's your turn.
All right. Well, I just want to say Merry Christmas and a thank you, first of all, to my immediate family, my wife Jen, my kids Sophie and Vanessa, and of course my parents, Kuya Bert, and my mom Shoni, who's probably in the back somewhere listening and watching the show. And also to all of our friends and family in the area, my sister and my brother-in-law Don and their kids, Brianna, Brandon, and Brian. It was good to see them. We didn't see the whole family, but some of them came over this weekend, and we had a great time hanging out for just a couple of days. But to everybody else who's been supporting this channel, as well as those who've been supporting mine, these shows wouldn't mean anything if there's no one watching them or listening to them. So thank you to all of you who've been tuning in all these months and years, and I hope you'll stick with us for many more to come. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank you.
Yeah, and like Chad says, there's so many of our listeners, our friends that we cannot.
Joanne said, Mwah. Joanne Lorenzana, Mwah to you all and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Joanne.
Joanne is so pretty, so pretty. And she's a very good friend of yours because I think she was in your show.
Yes.
You know, Caz?
Yes, I got to interview Joanne for On the Spot 947. I actually work at a radio station as well. So what we're doing now is up my alley over at Mellow 947. So I was able to guest her, and when we're still doing our online interviews, we still do our online interviews. Alas, because of the pandemic, we're not able to do anything that's physically live yet. So I miss having guests right beside me or right in front of me. But this is the next best thing. So we do what we can with technology, and it's a good thing that in this day and age we are able to do that.
Yep, same here with us. So that's why we have you not in person, but hey, virtually.
Virtual, yeah.
But it feels like you're here anyway. There's no, you know, you're just like many of our guests who are very humble, down to earth, and they could sing. That's the important
Most of
thing.
you guests love coffee.
And you know, we're just so grateful and thankful to have.
I'm
guests
grateful
like
and
you.
thankful too. Thank you for the time. Yeah.
And like I said, it's It's winter. The first day of winter here in the United States, and we had a slight fall of snow. Did you see that thing?
Oh, yeah.
Time?
Yep.
It
So
was
we had some snow
snowing.
here, just a little tiny bit in the morning. Didn't last very long, but it was nice to have a little bit of snowfall to welcome in the Christmas season and the winter. So,
And it's very possible that we might have a white Christmas. Very possible. But I think it's definitely possible or going to happen the day after Christmas. So maybe not Christmas Day, but maybe the day after Christmas. So that would be very, very nice that we could have possibly something like a snow during the holidays. It makes travel, of course, very difficult. Yeah. But anyway, let's see. It's 12:23. That means to say that we are about to approach our first
news break.
So let's do that now so we could continue with our interview with Caz. Okay,
Yeah,
Daniel?
stay tuned. Yeah.
Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
God is Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your favorite community radio station. We're putting out all kind of inputs for you in your community. So come on and listen to us and tune us in. Get on our Facebook, Instagram, and all. As we're doing it right here for you in your community with Rainier Avenue Radio.world. And God is an inspirational gospel music. Also, we're doing a lot of different things in your community. We give out free food. We give out a lot of things in the community. We do a lot of shows. We do a lot of things on the sports part, and we want you to come on out and tune us in and come to the community, and we do a lot of things in your community. So make sure you go to our website, RainierAvenueRadio.world, and also go to the God Is website and look us up and see what we do in your community, something maybe you might like. So come on by and check us out from 11 to 2. Free food giveaway.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
What's up? Who do you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Pilgrim family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. RainierAvenueRadio.world.
That's my Illinois.
Peace.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm Granville Emerson along with my partner, Ronald Pepe King. And we host the show Lidline Sports right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, where we talk about football, basketball, local sports, national sports, Seahawks, UW, Seattle U Red Hawks, Garfield Bulldogs, all that and more right here on Lidline Sports, Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
We got the feeling now.
R&B, soul, funk, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. We give you all that and more on Star Time. Join me, Paul Pearson, for a 2-hour trip through the history of R&B. A new episode every week on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Come and get the feeling on Star Time on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle-King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African-American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
You know you can't get enough of Rainier Avenue Radio. .world.
At balik po tayo sa ating programa, Fil-Am Radyo. And as usual, ako po si Kuya Bert Caoili. And my co-host in Australia.
Ito po si Mal Salvador. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagtangkilik sa aming programang Fil-Am Radio Show. Ang ating guest, Norb. Yeah.
This is Norb Caoili, also known as NorbCam here. That's why we're together this time, broadcasting out of my studio here out of Renton, Washington.
And our very special, talented, multi-talent, oh my gosh, a singer, radio personality, voice actor, etc., etc. Go ahead, introduce yourself again.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Caz. Kuya Bert, when you call me like that, multi-talented, multi-something, I feel like, oh no.
But you are. But you are. In fact, you started with OPM, and then all of a sudden you're now with this, we call them musicals, theater, music that you got involved with. You want to tell us a short while?
Sure. Well, my love for theater, I guess, and for musicals also came from my mom. I grew up listening to and watching the movies like Sound of Music, Carousel, My Fair Lady. So these are the old musicals of Lerner and Lowe, and these are the ones that would be playing in our house when I was growing up. So that's also another form of musical internship for me growing up. But when I discovered on my own, I discovered Phantom of the Opera, a cast recording that my cousin sent to her best friend, and along with a Xerox copy of the libretto. So I figured, okay, what is this? Okay, it's music. There's a libretto. I'll just listen to it. And before I pass it on, it says, oh, she's not going to be in town for about a few weeks. So you can just listen to whatever it is that I gave her, and you might like it. And not only did I like it, but I got hooked. And I didn't realize that cast recordings were so immersive that it made you feel like you were there watching the show, even if you have not. So that was what the magic of cast recordings gave to me. From Andrew Lloyd Webber, I discovered Stephen Sondheim, which I love.
That's the Phantom.
Yeah, and then after Stephen Sondheim, there came Les Miserables, and then when there was an audition for Miss Saigon here, I just and I was in college, I just took a shot and see what happened. So the whole point is that it was an experience that I will never forget. Being in a room of a lot of hopefuls. And it made me realize that that this is an enjoyable thing, nerve-wracking as it may be, but it's a fun thing to do.
What are some of your favorite songs to sing from those musicals? I love Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, Miss Saigon, so I'm very familiar with some of those. I'm just curious which ones are the ones that are your favorites from those shows.
For Phantom, it's it's been sung, it's been recorded, it's been played over and over. That's obviously there has to be music of the night, and the title track, of course. I would need a boat and a Christine for that.
right.
Yeah, that's right.
Have you seen all these musicals yourself?
Yeah. Finally, I've got to see them. When I went to New York back in the 90s. So I figured like, okay, it's time to reward myself visually with the stuff that I've been immersing myself, by way of audio. And nothing beats a live performance like that. And for those out there, all of your listeners who are listening and who have not seen a musical or a Broadway show, do yourself a favor, immerse yourself in that form of experience, and nothing beats a live theatric performance. You will thank yourself for it. Your kids will thank you for it as well.
All right. Well, Caz, Miles, maybe it's about time. Let's play Caz another song that he recorded. Go ahead, Miles.
Yeah, okay. Let's listen to How Can I by Caz. Thank you, Danielle.
There's no one else above you. Didn't I tell you this before? Honey, does it matter the validation that we're after? Who are we doing this for? 'Cause sometimes I feel misguided, blinded by what I cited. That is you. How can I carry on? How can I just move on without you standing here with me? How can you let me go? How do I let you know? We have to be together, can't you see? Baby, I know that since we parted, there's nothing else but heartache following wherever I go. It's hard for me to see myself with someone, much less replace you with another one, when it's all you that I see. I cry myself whenever I go back to when we started. Can we begin again, please, please? How can I carry on? How can I just move on without you standing here with me? How can you let me go? How do I let you know? We have to be together, can't you see? This time is no exception. Will you answer me, please? Do you want me to carry on? Do you want me to just go on without you standing here with me? And how can I carry on? How can I just move on without you standing here with me? How can you let me go? How do I let you know? Without you standing here, do you want me to carry on? No, do you want me to just go on? Without you standing here, I can't go on.
Yan po ang How Can I by Caz, our special guest for today.
Yep, we'll talk more about that song. That's one of his, I would say, creations. Right? You wrote that song, isn't it, Caz?
Yes, I did.
And that brings another talent of yours is songwriting. We'll talk more about that.
You can definitely hear the Luther Vandross influence there. I was like, oh, that's what he's talking about. It's very, very Luther Vandross. It's a very beautiful song, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Norb.
Okay, so
yeah.
Go ahead.
That song is actually well, everyone has a preview of that now. That's actually the new single. So that's like
that's the new one.
That's a little Christmas.
Oh, that's your latest. That's your latest. The hottest new track from Caz.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So it's an honor to have to share with you guys. You guys are the first one to play it, first one to hear it as well. So
wow.
Yeah.
Right. You heard it first, right here, live.
There you go.
Yep. You know, Caz has his own label. It says Greenhorn Records. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not too obvious a label.
It's yours.
I'm still, wet behind the ears and try to learn the biz. I don't know. Maybe later on, I would change the name because you don't want to be a greenhorn forever. You want to at least learn something, and so I guess registering that name kind of like, very much a greenhorn. But now that I've learned a little bit more, I would rather not continue to use that name.
I can understand. Okay, we'll interrupt our interview here because it's time for Norbert to give us a sports update.
Okay.
Go ahead, Norb.
All right, well, this is really more of a, as you can see, Seahawks update. Really, today's a big Seahawks day. It's very strange because this is a Tuesday night football game. This is the first time in history the Seahawks have played on a Tuesday night. Why are they playing on a Tuesday night? Well, what happened in this strange world that is COVID? The Los Angeles Rams are the Seattle Seahawks, division rivals. This game pretty much determines whether we'll still have a chance at the playoffs or not. So this is extremely important here. And the Los Angeles Rams had 25 players come down with COVID last week. Seattle had 2. One of them was Tyler Lockett, our star wide receiver. Oh. And what happened was that the NFL, instead of making them play that game or forfeit that game, they decided to, and there's my mom back there in the corner. See? Hi, Mom. They decided to postpone that game to allow more players to be available. In other words, the 25 players that weren't available for the Los Angeles Rams, giving them more time. Well, what happened was it completely benefited the Los Angeles Rams because they got 11 of those players back. But what happened to Seattle? Well, not only did Tyler Lockett, who was on the COVID list, and Alex Collins, we already had 2. But then that list has grown to 9 players now. Oh. We're not only going to be without Tyler Lockett, our star receiver, running back Alex Collins, but we're also going to be without cornerback DJ Reed, defensive tackle Brian Monet, pass rusher Kerry Hyder Jr., Travis Homer, just to name a few. And meanwhile, the Los Angeles Rams get back their all-pro corner, Jalen Ramsey. They get back their pass rusher, Von Miller. It sucks for Seattle. We completely got screwed by the NFL in this game. In a game that we're already I know we're at least 7-point underdogs. Well, now, without Tyler Lockett, I mean, he's been our all-pro, just star receiver, and now he is out for this game. So it's a pretty bad situation right now. And if we didn't have much of a chance before this, because the Rams are playing much better, Seattle has been playing better as of late, but the Rams are really have had our number lately. So it's going to be a tough game. So we will be live reacting to that game here at 4 o'clock Pacific time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. So join us as we watch this game. Starting to feel like it's not going to be very pretty, but come watch our reactions anyway. Who knows? Maybe we'll pull off some kind of a miracle.
That's right.
But I don't know. Do I have enough time to talk about the game from last week, or do we have to keep things moving?
We have to keep going.
Keep things moving. Okay, that's fine. So tune in for us. We do this every Seahawks game. If we're in person, we do it at the stadium. If we do it here, and if it's an away game like it is in Los Angeles today, we will watch the game, and you can tune in, and we'll give you play-by-play and. You can chat online as well and react to this game as we watch it too. So if you haven't yet, come experience a Seahawks game with myself and my dad, Kuya Bert.
And that will be through your...
My YouTube channel.
Your YouTube channel.
Which is called NorbCam.
NorbCam.
Little icon right there, NorbCam.
So with that, happy holidays from NorbCam. And Miles, let's play this parody that Norbert went.
Oh,
okay. Let's
It's
listen
a
to
holiday song.
It is.
Happy Holidays from NorbCam, Sleigh Ride Parody Seahawks Tribute. Yay! Yay.
Just hear the 12 screaming, my ears are ringing too. Come on, it's lovely weather for the playoffs together with you. Outside the rain is falling and temperatures dropping too. Come on, it's lovely weather for the playoffs together with you. Get a pick, get a stack, let the stack cars on. Just look it and go. Russell Wilson makes another perfect throw. First down, take 'em out, it's a Rousey town. It's time to get loud. Seahawks will soar from the roar from the number one loudest crowd. My team is on a roll, go 1-0 this week. Coach Pete and John are together like two hawks of a feather should be. Let's take that game before us and score a touchdown or two. Or three or four. Come on, it's lovely weather for the playoffs together with you. Here's the kids, I like it. Now we're rocking, go 12s, what? On it. DK, Rich 3, AJ Wagner, defense wins the game. We'll be screaming our lungs out as the defense makes another stop. You will feel it when the Seahawks D-line goes pop. Pop, pop, boom. Just think how happy the 12s in Seattle will be when we win the Super Bowl and hoist up the Lombardi. A parade downtown, we'll party like it's 1999. These wonderful things are the things we'll remember all through our lives. These wonderful things are the things we'll remember all through our lives. Just hear the 12 screaming, my ears are ringing too. Come on, it's lovely weather for the playoffs together with you. Outside the rain is falling and temperatures dropping too. Come on, it's lovely weather for the playoffs together with. Lovely weather for the playoffs together with. Lovely weather for the playoffs together with you.
Yan po ang Sleigh Ride Parody 6 Tribute by NorbCam. Yay!
Now back to our special guest, Caz. Norbert, when he was younger, he was in the Philippines and he recorded some songs. He's got a lot of songs, original composition, just like you. You know, we already heard your talent as a singer, as a songwriter, as a musical, theater musical, guy. And now I hear that you are also a voice actor. Tell us about it, the voice actor.
Yes, Kuya Bert. I basically provide the voices for different characters on different shows based on the requirements. What we do here is we take Spanish or Mexican telenovelas, and they look for English actors who can do the voices of different characters, and so we get that kind of job. Currently, I'm involved with a Turkish show, which is called Endless Love, that's aired on cable here, but it's a Golden Globe winner. The show is called Kara Sevda, and I provide the voices of different characters there, from the brother of the heroine to the father of the villain, and to this shady businessman who turns out to be a good guy. But the nice thing about that is I discovered that I could do character voices because I used to entertain my nephew and my nieces with Disney, yeah. So when they were kids, we grew up on Disney, and so to calm my nephew and nieces down, I would just sing them songs from Beauty and the Beast. I would pretend I'm Lumiere. I would pretend I'm Genie and all that. So unbeknownst to me, that was actually a form of training that I didn't know that I went through. And so when openings like this came on to provide voices for different characters, I just went back and drew that. And use that as a jumping off ground to provide voices for the other characters that I do now.
That's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I have an idea now of how Tom Hanks would give the voice of Woody, how Robin Williams would
Yeah.
give the voice of Genie, and yeah, you basically just have this screen in front of you, the script, and you just basically act out the lines that are there based on your character. And if your character cuffs, yes, you cuff alongside with them. If your character cusses, you do that too.
So can you give us a little sample? Let's say we'll ask you say a little something about Caz, but in a Disney character or some character's voice. Can you do something, Johnny, on the spot like that?
I shall try to do that as much as I can at 5 a.m. in the morning. Well, now, the name of your guest is Caz. At one time, he wanted his spelling to be a little bit different, with the letter K in front. But of course, it didn't look nice because his, letter of the alphabet, C comes before K. So, in terms of mathematical equations, it will always be that. Whatever is closer to 0 will always have the higher value, and that's why it became CAC instead of K.
I like it.
Okay, good. So
I don't know where that came from. Lack of coffee, perhaps.
So, Caz, I know that Miles told me that you are gonna sing a Christmas song, right?
Yeah, it's.
Are you ready to do that now? We got time for it before we go to our news break.
We can do that. We can definitely do that, and it's my favorite Christmas song to sing. I felt that it's the most solemn Christmas song ever, and this is for everyone. My Christmas gift for everyone.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so much about for the gift. We are unwrapping the gift as we speak. Okay, the gift was working earlier on. Why is it not working now? This is weird. That's the thing about doing things live.
No.
You actually get surprised. And that's
Well,
also that thing about Christmas as well. You think you're gonna get that gift, but when you open it up, it's like something else.
Well, we could try again after the break. Maybe you can get his technical challenges worked out.
Yeah, maybe while you're working that issue,
Hey, I'm Ryan Tedder,
call on.
songwriter, producer.
Oops. Okay, Ryan Tedder.
Who's that?
Ryan, I don't need you to speak right now. Hold on, Ryan. Okay, it looks like it's working. It's just playing, and yeah. All right.
No pressure.
There. There it is.
Oh, holy night, the star brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night, dear divine, oh night when Christ was born, oh night divine, oh night divine. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, night divine.
Yay!
Very nice. Wow.
You have a beautiful vibrato, man. You have such good control.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing, especially at 5 a.m, right?
Like, okay, give me coffee now.
Yeah. Yeah, with that song, Merry Christmas to everybody. That was beautiful.
Yes,
Yep.
for sure.
Thank you.
Okay, with that, let's see. I think we have to go to our final news break. Wag pa kayong alis. Cass is gonna be back.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not meeting Mrs. Jones in that cafe for a chat and nothing else, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
This holiday season, don't let illness make you miss a moment with the people you love. Make sure everyone in your family aged 6 months and older gets an annual flu vaccine. Schedule a flu vaccination with your medical provider or visit your local pharmacy. More information on where to get vaccinated, visit kingcounty.gov/find a clinic.
Kind of nonsense conversation are we having here?
The Neon Ghost Show. The Neon Ghost Show. Right here on Rainier. What's it? Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Right about now.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. I'm so tired. I have to pee.
This is your Rainier Avenue Radio.world community update on online Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. If you're looking for an AA meeting, find one every day online at aaphonemeetings.org. That's aaphonemeetings.org.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
If you or a family member are 55 or over and need nursing home level care, but want to keep living where you are, check out Providence Elder Place PACE. This program offers healthcare, housing, transportation, and recreational activities. There are no co-pays or deductibles, and it's covered through Medicare and Medicaid. Providence Elder Place PACE works to keep you healthy and in your home. Call 206-320-5325 or visit providence.org, Elder Place. Providence.org, Elder Place.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio .world.
At balik po tayo sa ating programa. Ako po si Kuya Bert Caoili.
And I'm Norb Caoili, also known as NorbCam.
And our good friend.
Ito po si Mal Salvador from Australia. Maraming salamat po sa inyong patuloy na pagtangkilik sa aming programang Fil-Am Radio Show. At ating special guest po ay si...
Hi, everybody. Good morning. My name is Caz.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Now everybody knows why I call you multi-talented. Singer, songwriter, theater performer, or musicals. A voice actor. And finally,
there's more.
An author.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about that. An author. He was able to write a book. Yeah.
Yes, Kuya Bert. I would like to think, and this is paraphrasing or quoting the son of my favorite author. My favorite author is Anne Rice. Her son always would say that every author starts as a reader first. And I didn't exactly like books when I was growing up, but when I started reading Sidney Sheldon and Dan Brown, I figured, wow, I didn't know that books could do that. That books can bring you in the same way that the cinema can, and the same way that theater can, and which is an immersive experience all to yourself, and that you can just shut the world out when you read. People can be having a party right in front of you, and you don't care. A mascot could be, jumping up and down, but if you have a book right in front of you, you are that. And you are very much immersed into that world. And so when I discovered the world of Anne Rice by way of her vampires, she wrote Interview with a Vampire back in 1976. My whole reading experience changed. I felt that I became a better reader, and as a progression of that, I figured I would like to create my own world, and that's in a way what I did, or I still trying to do with what I've written so far. What I write is urban fantasy that is set here in Manila. Urban fantasy is basically a subgenre of stories wherein it's set in the modern world, but you will have magic, you will have monsters, you will have supernatural beings and characters that will interact with one another and with people of the normal world. And since Anne Rice wrote about everything that she knew from New Orleans, Stephen King wrote everything that he knew from Maine, and also because of the success of a local comic book, which you guys may or may not have heard about. It's called Trece, which is now an anime on Netflix based on local urban legends. From the Manananggal to the Aswang.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
I think why not do that? Why not create a story or a universe that incorporates Philippine mythology and Philippine folklore and present that out into the world? Because our own mythology and folklore is very expansive, very, very extensive, and not everyone is aware of that yet. I mean, we all know about the Greek gods. We all know about the Roman gods. Filipino naman.
No, I like that. The Manananggal, for example, the story though is that there are people who would kind of cut themselves, leave just the torso, and the whole thing would fly away.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's
in
interesting.
My book, they are a premier courier service. Because the Manananggal is basically a form of, in a way, a form of aswang, where it's mostly female, and the upper half is separated from the lower torso. The lower torso is obviously kept hidden, because if a Manananggal cannot go back to their original torso by sunrise, they're dead. So that's the way that they do. And so since my manananggal flies at night, they will deliver your packages effectively and surreptitiously.
That's brilliant.
So, Cass, that's the Philippine drone.
Yeah, Philippine drone. Yeah, exactly.
That's nice.
That's great.
You know, one thing about manananggal too, they said if they put ash on the torso, let's say they saw the torso in there without the upper body, if they put ash on it, she cannot return anymore. She's gonna
So
die.
there's a certain vulnerability that they.
There's a lot of. When we were younger, Cass, I could relieve those stories.
I never knew.
And
about
I'm glad that you're bringing it to life in a different aspect, making it more fun, I guess.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it more fun. But most of the series is set in what I call the Dark District, which is a pocket universe that's located in downtown Manila, and it is a universe that I feel Manila could have been, or the Philippines could have been, had we were given more time, had we probably been given more funds, had we probably had more discipline. It's how I would imagine Manila to be as a city in Europe, with the kind of walkways that we have, with zero pollution. Everyone is disciplined. Everyone can live alongside one another. I have a cigar shop that's run by capres. Capres are basic ogres.
Ogres.
Ogres who live in trees, and they love to smoke.
Smoke cigars.
A cigar.
This sounds like it would be a great movie.
Yeah, they're very
or TV series.
Anything, but because they love cigars, so why not open a cigar shop? But they won't. But humans are the ones who are taking care of the cigar shop. The capres are the ones who are manufacturing it and packaging it. Yeah,
that's pretty good. Cass, I'm surprised you didn't choose Capiz. You know, Capiz is the place
Capiz,
where all of those aswang and manananggals originate.
I might put Capiz into the map, but for now it's that it's an urbanized supernatural form, a supernatural urbanized form of Manila that I would love to see, that I see in my head.
Now that's your third book already, right?
I'm working on if ever, that's actually part of a series. The first one is called Take Me Now. I'm working on book 2, which is called Take My Hand, and simultaneously written 2 and 3, which is called Take My Heart. So I'm like going crazy, juggling from one story to the other.
I really like to see that book that about the manananggal and the aswang.
Yeah.
Send him a copy, Caz. Send Kuya Bert a copy.
Once it's on print, I will. But it's actually already there on Kindle. It's on Amazon. So Take Me Now is on Amazon.
Oh, it is?
Kobo. And the other novella that I wrote, which is called Sojourn, which kind of like introduces the whole aspect of the supernatural facet of Manila, is also
the Dark District.
Yeah, the Dark District. So I have that, Sojourn and Take Me Now.
Yeah, text me the names of those so we can check it out.
Yeah,
I am interested in those manananggal stories.
So it's on Amazon. Is that the one place you can get it? Is on Amazon?
Amazon and on Kobo.
Oh, was that Robo?
Kobo is like Amazon, but Kobo is like the equivalent of Amazon on Canada, or in Canada rather.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Canada.
And it's Sojourn and Take Me Now?
And Take Me Now, under the pen name.
There you go.
There you go.
Daniel was so kind enough to put your page up here, the Amazon link. Look at that. He's Johnny on the spot with the information.
Daniel is really good.
So there it is. Take Me Now and Sojourn right there. So go to your Amazon. Go to your Amazon site and you can find it right there. And so, is it only available as a Kindle? Or is there hard copy versions? Or is it just electronic?
What I'm doing is working on the novellas, all 3 of them, and then when all 3 are done and released electronically, then I will work on the physical. So at least when you get the physical, you get all 3.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
That's wonderful.
Pretty cool artwork for the cover. Did you do that too, or did you have somebody design that for you?
I wish I could, but no, I had someone design that for me.
I was going to say, if you did the covers too, you're super multi-talented. Author and book illustrator, the cover designer. That's fantastic. Man, you are a busy guy.
Busy guy. So,
Kuya Bert,
yeah, go ahead.
Before we run out of time, Cash, I asked Cash to prepare a very special song for very special people. Cash, can you sing it now? The one yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I don't know anything about this because, well, tinago namin ni Miles eh.
It's a surprise.
Is it surprise for me or
yes,
us?
No, it's a secret.
In a way, yes, it is a surprise for you, but a surprise for you and your wife, Ate Shoni, because I heard that you are celebrating your 55th wedding anniversary this January 1st. So what a wonderful way to start the year with a wedding anniversary. You cannot go, it doesn't get any better than that, I tell you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So I wish you, more years of love, more years of happiness, and more years of interaction with people who are on the same wavelength as you. And it goes without saying, to health and to happiness.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cass. Let's. I'm anxious to hear this thing.
The surprise.
The surprise.
Okay, and the surprise is by way of a song. So, let's do this. That's how much I need you. Must I explain? I need you, oh my darling, like roses and rain. You ask how long I love you, I'll tell you true. Until the 12th of never, I'll still be loving you. Hold me close, never let me go. Hold me close, melt my heart like April snow. I love you till the bluebells forget to bloom. I love you till the clover has lost its perfume. I love you till the poets run out of rhyme, until the 12th of never, and that's a long, long time, until the 12th of never. And that's a long, long time.
Yay!
What a wonderful tribute. Oh my God. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much, Miles. Yeah. I know that you have, just kind of let Cass missed a lot of hours of sleeping hours because
prepare that song.
Just to prepare that song.
Put a gun on
Oh
his
my
head.
gosh. You know, when Miles called me, when Miles calls me and tells me that, I've been, prodding Cass, and she does that for every of the singers that she invites. She did it with Joanne.
I praise you all of them. Yeah, by the way,
Almost everybody.
Kuya Bert, Joanne Lorenzal is watching, and Irving Mendoza said, "Hi, Kuya Bert, Miles, Norb, and guest Caz. Happy
Irving.
holidays to all of you." Irving Mendoza. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
thank you
from
so
Jazz.
much, Irving. Irving is one of our loyal supporters. He always watches our Fil-Am Radio.
He does.
Yep.
You want to tell them what's the significance of that song? That was the 12th of Never by Johnny Mathis, which you did a fantastic job. Your voice fits that perfectly. You have the beautiful vibrato that I mentioned before.
Thank you.
Really
I got
nice.
my mom to thank for that. She plays Johnny Mathis every Sunday.
So you were very familiar with this song, I imagine, then, if you know Johnny Mathis.
Yep.
So
years ago, Johnny Mathis was my favorite singer. And now, for whatever reason, I turned to be an Elvis Presley fan. I used to imitate him when I was more active in the community, and in some occasions for fun. I don't really sing like him, but it's just for fun.
But the 12th of Never, that's you and Mom's song.
Yep. That's
right?
our theme song. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Because I love her till the 12th of Never.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling her. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I hope, like you said, 55 years, that's very unusual, I would say.
Yeah.
That, you're married to the same woman for that long.
Yeah.
So, I hope that my children and their grandchildren will have that.
Any tips for people out there who are in a relationship or in their marriage? What is the secret to that, if I may ask?
let the wife always do the talking.
Ayan, Ate Shori is saying something at the back.
What was that? Was from behind
Say
the
that,
curtain?
Mom.
55 years na naghihirap.
Sabi niya, 55 years na raw siya naghihirap.
That's a good one.
For our English-speaking people, our audience, he said, she has been suffering for 55 years.
Putting up with Kuya Bert.
But that was a joyous suffering, though, I think.
Yeah.
Well, marriage is definitely it's work, right? It's got good times and bad times. That's why you say that in your vows. And so there's going to be times when it's good and times when it's bad and times when your wife breaks her leg and then you have to do the one to take care of her.
I don't know if Cass knew that.
Oh, Cass may not know the story.
Yeah,
What's the story behind this?
We were in an Eastern Caribbean cruise. September 7. We were walking in the deck, and somehow she hit her leg on the lounge chair, and she fell very hard, and she broke her leg. And now she's fully recovered now. Okay. She's still undergoing physical therapy, but she walks now without any walker or any device. So we're happy about that.
But she had to go undergo emergency surgery in St. Martin, and then was luckily able to be flown out. But then my dad had to take care of her for a good 2-3 months.
Yep.
Yeah.
Usually it's the other way around. So my dad got to be the one doing the cooking and waiting on her hand and foot. So gave my dad a little taste of being on the other side of that.
Yep. Now I have become a better cook. Better, I would say,
better wife.
Better wife, yeah.
So when are you going to open your restaurant now?
Okay.
We had a restaurant before.
Oh, you did?
But it just didn't pan out very well.
So, restaurant's a hard business.
Yeah.
You live there.
There are a lot. I understand from speaking with Jasmine, my niece in the Philippines, there are a lot of restaurants that had to close. because of the pandemic.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly, because of the pandemic. And some restaurants, obviously, they downsized, and just to keep themselves afloat, they would continue business, but just purely for takeout, no dining. But now that everything has opened up, the cinemas are back. The restaurants were the first ones to fully open, and hopefully next year live events will be back. But it's still a wait and see attitude with regards to if it's still really safe to open live events. But for now, at least we have the restaurants and we have the cinemas, and if there is some sort of normalcy that we can imbibe from that, then that is the best Christmas gift that everybody here has received so far.
Well, now that Caz, now that you mentioned something about this pandemic, I think it's about time. Miles, do a very short update.
Yeah, I got a very short one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a short one.
This is the latest coronavirus updates from COVID-19 Information Center. In Queensland, Australia, the total cases is 2,442. The daily new cases is 28 as of 2 days ago. United States confirmed cases is 51,100,782. The new cases is 1,818,267. The Philippines confirmed cases is 2,837,730. The new cases is 2,576. So Thailand is confirmed cases is 2,194,053. The new cases is 45,287. So the global total cases is 272,046,313. The daily new cases is 728,926 as of 2 days ago, and the deaths is 5,310,898. Yan po ang latest coronavirus updates from COVID-19 Information Center.
Thank you, Miles. So now let's play that short, I would say, coronavirus song.
Yeah. Let's listen to My Corona Part 2, 1 year later, a Christmas vaccine parody. Thank you, Danielle.
I need vaccination. I need a vaccination from my corona. I need vaccination. I need a vaccination from my corona.
Happy anniversary, COVID-19. Why are you still here in my life, corona? I didn't think you'd stay so long. I've had enough. Take the hint, it's time to say bye, corona. Yeah, I've gotten fatter since you came. Nothing's mattered. No school and work from home while I bake sourdough starter and cry. Woo! My corona.
I need a vaccination from my corona.
When's it gonna be my turn to feel the burn? Hope it's before I go insane. Moderna. Wait until they call my name or call my age. I feel like I'm in the Hunger Games like Peter. 100 million shots, 100 days. Bring it Biden, thank God for Dolly Parton for the cure in 9 to 5. Come on, Pfizer. Ow! My corona. My corona.
I need vaccination. What the hell? I need a vaccination from my corona.
It's 1 year later.
Vaccination. I need a vaccination from my corona.
Restaurants are reopening. Oh, like Burger King. I'll be wearing my mask inside. You betcha. I'm so sick of distancing and Cloroxing. Shit, don't touch that. I'll have to rewind. Corona. Yeah, it's been a lot. 2020 clusterfuck, but now we made it through, and our sleeves are rolling up just in time. Bye. My corona. My corona. so sick of my Corona. Hey, my Corona. Woo! Yeah, goodbye, my Corona.
My Corona Part 2 1 year later by Krishna Vaccine Parody.
That was pretty good.
Yep. As we approach our few minutes toward the end of our program, I just want to say condolences to the family of Andre Tolentino. You know, Andre Tolentino, you heard, he was a good singer too in the community. He died, I understand, of COVID. And also the wife of my good friend Conrad Casalio passed on. And so we are, so sad to hear these things. But I'd like to congratulate also the inducted officers for 2022 of the Filipino American community of Puget Sound. And finally, I'd like to say get well soon to Cora Fermin, who just recently underwent heart surgery, and the son of Renato Sacramento, Rene, who is still at Kindred Hospital. So get well soon.
Daniel is giving us the sign.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
As we approach toward a few minutes left of our program, our closing song will be your song, Caz. I think the name of that song is, and it must be playing now, When Will I Love Again?
Yep.
Okay. So I just want to say at this time, because a lot of people are calling me, finding out when is the Philippine Consulate General coming here, for people wanting consular services. All I could say is just give them a call, 415-433-6666. So they'll find out. But we don't have any word yet because of this pandemic, that changed a lot of the schedules. But with that in mind, we'll start saying our goodbyes. I'll start, I guess, Caz, you could have the first word as you say goodbye,
Well, my goodbye is, it always starts with thank you. Thank you, Kuya Bert. Thank you, NorbCam and Miles. And for everyone connected with the Fil-Am Radio Show, thank you for having me over. Thank you to Joan Lorenzana for introducing me to you guys. You guys are awesome, doing great work. Thank you also to my friends, the Manzanas group, the Kurimao group. Thank you to Ann Rice Philippines, of course. Thank you to Ann Rice. Thank you to Seven. And thank you to Dr. Raymond Guerrero and to Kim Makati, to Corin Loki. Thank you so much. Everyone else who's going through some sort of experience this Christmas season, try to mind that pain and use it for advantage.
All right. How about you, Miles? Go ahead, Miles.
Yeah, at sa himig po ng When Will I Love Again by Caz. Ito po si Mel Salvador. Ako po magpapaalam na sa inyo lahat. Thank you so much, Caz, for gracing our program.
Thank you,
Norb. Thank you, Kuya Bert and Daniel. And Merry Christmas po sa inyong lahat, sa buong mundo. At mag-ingat po tayong lahat. See you next Tuesday. Love you all. Bye.
Okay, Norb.
I just want to thank everybody here making the show possible. Daniel, the awesome producer, my dad, Kuya Bert, my mom, Shoni, Ate Shoni, of course, Ate Miles, and our special guest, Casmi. You're amazing talent, so I can't wait to hear more from you, read more from you, and everything else that you're involved in. I also want to say, acknowledge a couple of guys who were watching and commenting in the chat. Anthony D. and Andrew Andy, big fans of my show, so thank you guys for watching this show. And to all the viewers out there, thank you for watching Fil-Am Radio, and I hope you'll watch us later for the Seahawks game on my channel, NorbCam. So happy holidays and Merry Christmas, everybody.
As far as I'm concerned, I am so grateful for Paz for gracing our show. So thank you. I love the secret thing that you and Miles did for me and my wife. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate that. So mga kaibigan, with the background of another of Caz song, sabayan niyo po kami sa aking maikling dalangin. Let's bow our head. Ama namin, purihin ang iyong pangalan. Nagpupuri po kami at nagpapasalamat sa mga dakilang biyaya, buhay, lakas at subaybay na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin mula sa oras na ito hanggang sa wakas ng aming buhay. Amen. And
Amen.
just a reminder, Miles, we're gonna contact you soon so we could do our Fil-Am Radio ad.
Commercial,
Okay?
Yeah.
Next on Rainier Avenue Radio is Real Estate and Money 21 with Tina Lombard, Harris, and Violeta Strass. So for all of you, maraming salamat ulit. I hope we could do this again, Cass. Okay? Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you very, very much. Okay.
Don't forget to watch
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Christmas, everyone.